Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Wearing the Burbs shirt because I love that movie. But today we will be checking out the best special effects movies in my collection. Most notably just practical effects. I don't think I included any with like CGI effects. I think these are all like practical. So the best practical effects movies in my collection, some of my favorite movies of all time. And we'll just jump right in with Mary Poppins. They did a lot of effects in this one. People were blown away how they incorporated live action with animation. It was so well done. Uh, in fact, it shows it here on the back. That's in the behind the scenes. Mary Poppins, a great practical effects movie. Same with Arachnophobia, all the spiders, the fire effects. Such a good movie. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. Then Super Mario Brothers, the makeup, the explosions. A lot of people don't like this movie. I don't get that. I absolutely love the Super Mario Brothers movie. So good. Of course, the new animated film is really good. Then Freaked, some of the best makeup effects you will ever see. Suits, makeup, the whole yards. Need to upgrade this at some point. Missing outer sleeve, but such a fun movie. Go check that out if you have not seen it. Nothing But Trouble. Also some great makeup effects. You see Dan Aykroyd there. Such a good movie. Again, a lot of people hate this movie. I don't get it, honestly. It's a fun movie. This is why Dan Aykroyd quit directing movies, but I thought he did a great job. Scrooge, such a good makeup effects film. Great take on the Christmas Carol. Love Scrooge. Watch it every Christmas. Mysterious Island. Great effects by Ray Harryhausen. Based on Jules Verne, of course. So good. The giant chicken and crab. Love it. Double Dragon, also some great makeup effects and stunt work. Just very good. This does have some CGI effects as well, so I did include one when he like transforms into the amulet and stuff and splits in half. Attack the Block, good creature effects and design right there. If you have not seen Attack the Block, most people didn't know who John Boyega was. I did from this movie, so I was excited when he was in Star Wars. But yeah, a lot of people didn't know who he was. Then Twilight Zone, great effects, specifically Joe Dante's segment, where the kid, imagines stuff and he can just do it with his mind. So good. Then some puppetry effects with the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. So good. This was when Jim Henson was kind of branching out from the Muppets, trying new things, and I feel like he crushed both of these. They are so good. Of course, story and directed by Jim Henson and Frank Oz. They were a great team. Return to Oz, some great practical effects in here. The Wheelers, the Stone King, uh, so good. I don't believe Walter Murch ever directed again, and a big reason why he got this one was Spielberg famously went to bat for him and said, "This guy can direct." And I thought he crushed it. Return to Oz, one of my favorite movies of all time. Then Ghost Protocol, uh, this filmed practically in camera. That's crazy to think about. He did have a safety wire, obviously, but so good. So realistic, filmed in camera. Same with Top Gun Maverick. All the airplane stuff was filmed in camera, which is just crazy. A big reason why it made a lot of money, I'm sure, because there's too much CGI nowadays. And I will just include all these. They are all brilliant. But if I had to narrow it down, it would be Jason and the Argonauts because of the skeleton fight. So good. Silver Bullet, great werewolf movie and makeup effects. Graveyard Shift, creature effects, one of the best creatures designed, is so good. Uh, I don't want to give it away because it's kind of a big part of the movie, and when I first saw it, I was shocked. But it's a giant creature, and I'll just leave it at that. Go see Graveyard Shift. Need to upgrade that movie. Pan's Labyrinth, makeup effects. It's a makeup effects powerhouse. Guillermo del Toro, one of the few directors still who wants to do practical if he can, and this movie was a tour de force for that. And Deadstream, I will continually talk about this. The effects work on this movie blew me away when I first heard about it on YouTube. But so go see Deadstream. I have a review of it on the channel. And the house films, creature effects, makeup effects, you have it all in this franchise. Then Ghostbusters, just all around a great effects movie. They use miniatures, they use creature design. So good. Specifically one, two did that as well though. Then T2 Judgment Day, again another overall kind of film. There's this one cool shot in the movie where well, the Armageddon scene, of course, with the she has that dream sequence, and she's at a playground, and that was done practically so good. They do, I think they do a segment on here how they did that sequence, and then the mirror scene where there's two versions of in the mirror. They actually shot that without a mirror with body doubles and animatronics. But yeah, so good. Go. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have seen that movie already. Overall, again, Return of the King may be the movie with the most effects used in one movie. I mean, force perspective, miniatures, makeup, creature design. It had it all really. Stunt doubles. I mean, everything. Uh, Miniatures being a big part, but so good. Then, of course, the Star Wars trilogy, very good overall as well. The creature designs in Return, Return of the Jedi. Wow, I was still thinking of Lord of the Rings, but yeah, so good. Revolutionized the special effects we have today, and then George forgot that and did the special editions. I will say the 2012 version they did is really good. So if you can't get the released bonus DVDs, which is the theatrical cuts, get the 2012 Blu-ray. At least that is very close. Then American Werewolf in London, why they have a makeup effects category now, because Rick Baker, the transformation sequence in Werewolf is so good. Then the first Tremors movie, creature effects, practical effects, so good. Phil Tippett and Alec Gillis, so good. Wish they were still, I mean, they did do a movie based on their effects for the Thing prequel, and I think I have that movie actually, so we'll talk about that later. Mosquito, great effects movie. Creature effects, the mosquitoes, man, they look so good. Blob, overall, very good. Good creature design. Evil Dead 1 and 2, great effects all around. So good. 13 Ghosts, the makeup for the ghost is crazy. Go check that out. The Shining, lots of effects in this movie. The blood, the creature, some of the ghost design, great, great. I wish Steven actually liked that movie. He hates it, but it's so good. The Frighteners, some CG effects, obviously, but a lot of good practical effects in there. Then Harbinger Down, the movie we were talking about, uh, Alec Gillis and Tom Woodruff Jr. used their unused effects for the Thing prequel because it was CG'd over all of their effects work, so they used them for Harbinger Down, which is kind of a Thing story. So good. Glad they used some of their effects. Then the Banana Splits and Willy's Wonderland. Great creature. A lot of people don't use creatures in suits anymore. Animatronic, I guess you could say. We did finally get Five Nights at Freddy's. Still enjoy both of these a little more than Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm sure once I get on Blu-ray and watch it a few more times, maybe I'll enjoy it, but it won't be Willy's Wonderland, that's for sure. Leprechaun returns, some great practical effects. The Pumpkin Man, go give that a shout out. He won the award at Phantasm. Then I got the Blu-ray at Spookala. So yeah, great movie. Go check that out. Then Night of the Demons, great effects in here. Linnea Quigley movie. Then the Fly movies, specifically the remake and the sequel to the remake. So good. Creature effects. We're getting close to the end here. Jaws, great creature design. E.T., great effects as well. I'll just say Jurassic Park, great blend of CGI and practical. Slither, some CGI, but for the most part, all practical effects. The Thing, of course, Robotine. Oh, one of the best creature effects movies you will ever see. Maybe the best practical effects film of all time. In the Mouth of Madness as well. Great creatures in here. If you have not seen In the Mouth of Madness, go check it out. Dracula, again, one of those overall things. Watch the behind the scenes on this movie, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Overall, again, for Wizard of Oz, they used a sock for the tornado. Bunch of cool things. Go check out the behind the scenes for that. Then The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Makeup design, so good. It works, is great. Another thing, actors in suits. I'll talk about this all day long. Warriors of Virtue. Such a good film. A childhood favorite for me. Is so good. Nightmare Before Christmas. Stop motion effects. Roger Rabbit, much like Mary Poppins, incorporating live action with animation. Dick Tracy, one of the best I can talk makeup effects films out there. Everybody looks so good. The makeup design, so good. Vino, who also did Beetlejuice, which we're talking about now, and Batman Returns has some cool effects. Go check out the behind the scenes. Miniatures, they just had all makeup effects as well. So good. Then we'll end with the Burbs. The Birds. Not the Burbs. The Birds. Great effects movie. So well done. Gave Tippi Hedren like anxiety after. Because in that attic scene, those were like real birds coming at her, and she had to do take after take of that. Oh, I'm sure she had therapy after that. I can't imagine, but it is a brilliant film. So good. And that's going to do it for the best practical effects movies in my collection. We did talk about some that have CGI, but for the most part, all practical effects. Been wanting to do this video for a while. Finally got some time to do it. A lot of you guys like my practical effects series. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my movie history and filming locations playlist and go check those out. We talk about the history of practical effects. So good. So go check those out. Alright, that's going to do it. I'm Josh. More videos coming as always. Until then, if I don't see you out thrifting or at Walt Disney World, I will see you at the movies. Bye. We'll go watch some of these now. Bye.